Hey guys, so today's video is going to be a what's in my bag video, throwing it way back to like old school YouTube, but with a twist because now I'm a mum. It's what's in my changing bag video. Slightly less glamorous than normal, but I did mention this in my last monthly favourites video and a lot of you guys said you would like to see it, so I thought I would do what is in my changing bag, starting off with a bit of a chat about my changing bag. It's a little bit wet on the front because I just wiped it down because it had mud on it from my buggy wheels, but my changing bag is the Gem and B Jemima bag. I got this as a gift for my birthday last summer, and I've absolutely been loving it so far. It's gorgeous. But also another note on another thing that I have been using as a changing bag. I bought one of these things from Amazon, which are like the bag inserts. I'll link this below. This is the one that's supposed to fit, or was designed to fit, the Louis Vuitton medium Neverfull. I don't have that bag, but it fits perfectly into my Valentino like tote bag, and I think it would also fit really well into my Balenciaga city bag too. I haven't tried it, but it fits everything that I fit into this bag, which obviously this is a lot bigger. It fits into this as well, so if you want to still use your nice bags like as nappy bags, if you're going somewhere nice or whatever, I would recommend getting one of these, and it's really, really well made. I've been liking it so far. Anyway, that's a side note. This is my changing bag that I've been using kind of day to day. Obviously, I don't want to use my super nice bag day to day on the back of the buggy because, like I just said, I had to wipe it down because it's covered in mud from the buggy wheels, things like that. But I wanted to show you the inside and what I keep in it. So as you can see, it's very well organised. My sister was laughing at me the other day being like, in a few months, you are not going to be this organised. But I like to think I'm quite an organised person with my bags, and I think I probably will be this organised. Anyway, so yeah, let's go through what is in here. As you can see, everything is divided up into like a million different pouches, as per usual with nappy bags. I found this one really, really like well laid out and really easy to use. There's a zip back pocket like on the kind of actual back of the bag, and in here I keep muslin and a bib. Whether or not these are clean depends on the day. Like obviously if I'm halfway through the day, they'll usually be covered in milk and they just tend to go back in there. But yeah, I probably get through about 3 or 4 bibs a day. So yeah, there's always a bib and a muslin in the back. And then I also, in this next like elasticated pouch here, I keep nappies and wipes. Usually have about 4 depending where I'm going. At the moment there's a few less. And then water wipes, which I've spoken to quite a few people about water wipes, and a lot of people find them too wet. I went for them because they are like all natural, like there's no chemicals in them, and that kind of appealed to me. They're more expensive though. What do you guys think? If you're a mum, do you use water wipes or do you just use normal baby wipes? Yeah, let me know what you think. Anyway, so they're the ones that I've been using. And then in the next pocket along, which is also a big one, if you can hear little one squeaking, I think she might be about to wake up. She has been napping. Are you awake or are you just doing a poo? And then the next one along I keep spare clothes, so babies have a lot of pooping accidents. There's a spare baby grow in here. This is a cute one from Frugi. It's got little clouds on it. I think she might actually be too big for this now. It's been in here for like maybe 4 days, and yeah, she's definitely going to be growing out of that soon. I usually have a spare vest as well, but she pooed all over it yesterday and used up the spare one. And then I also have this hat. This is from H&M. She's definitely doing a poo in her nappy right now. Oh, Bugsy. Are we going to have to take a break? We're going to have to take a nappy break. But yeah, this hat is from H&M. It's basically been the only hat that she's used. It's like very warm. It's like lined with fleece. And I find it's cuter than a lot of just the plain hats. It's also easier to get on because it's got these strings and ear covers. It keeps her ears warm too. I love it. It was £5. Basically has lived in my bag ever since she came home. And then there's a pocket on the side as well, which I keep nappy sacks in. I don't actually use a lot of nappy sacks because I think it's a bit of a waste if I'm just at home or whatever. But if I'm out and I don't have a bin to put the nappy in, or if she poos on her clothes, that's when I use the nappy sacks. I don't just always put nappies in them. And then I also have these little antibacterial wipes. They're the Milton ones that you can use on their dummies as well. Again, I don't use these a lot, but if we're on the train the other day, and you know like how train tables are like really dirty and they don't get cleaned very often, I just like gave it a wipe before I put her bottle on there when I was feeding her, things like that. And that's the side pocket. And then there's also like the main section in the middle here, and that's where I keep kind of my own stuff. So I have this little pouch which is attached to the bag. This one is actually from my grey bag because I find it easier to find in the bag, so I switched it out. But in here I keep my wallet, so I've got like my little Chanel card holder. I've also got some stamps, and then if I have any change or cash or anything, I'll put that in there as well. So that's like attached so that nobody can rob me, because a lot of the time I don't close my bag because I'm always reaching in there for stuff. And then I also have this. I haven't used this yet, but this is a breastfeeding cover. I am breastfeeding her. I do actually have some formula in here, which I'll explain in a bit, but basically I am not confident enough to breastfeed openly in public. Like, I'm definitely a little bit of a prude. Not that I see anything wrong with it, and I know there's like so many people have such strong opinions on breastfeeding and like breastfeeding in public and normalizing breastfeeding and blah blah blah, and I'm all for that, but I'm still slightly like embarrassed about getting my boob out in public. So it's something that I haven't been doing yet, and I've been expressing milk if I go out anywhere kind of busy. If it's somewhere really quiet, it doesn't matter, but if I'm like in a busy coffee shop or something, I'll express milk and take it in a bottle for her. But I've recently bought this, which is from Mama Designs. It's basically like a big triangle of black material that you put around you like a sling, and then you put the baby in and you can feed the baby in it. Sweetheart. Okay, baby changed and back asleep. Anyway, so I'm going to be trying this out and see kind of how I feel about it. I actually have used it in my kitchen just to see like how it works, and it does seem quite good. Like, it's very basic. You could definitely make your own just out of a triangle of material, but it definitely is kind of good if you're a bit shy of breastfeeding in public. Anyway, and then I also have my makeup bag in here. This basically hasn't changed too much since I was in hospital. I packed this for going into hospital, and if you saw my what's in my hospital bag, you'll have seen what was in it. It's changed a little bit because I've kind of chopped and changed. I actually think there's no mascara and no foundation in here at the moment, which is pretty useless. But then again, because I'm kind of on the go when I'm applying it most of the time, then it's not too big of a deal. But if you want to see what's in here, check out my what's in my hospital bag video, because it's kind of the same stuff. But basically, I just keep that in there because a lot of the time I don't have time to do my makeup, and if I'm going somewhere nice with Mike, I will then do my makeup in the car. Yeah, and then there's 3 more compartments on the back. In this one I keep like an emergency stash of formula milk. This is one of those tiny pre-sterilised ones that comes with a teat. A lot of people haven't seen this before, but you can actually get them in Boots. I think most of the brands do them now. We used these when she was first born and I didn't have enough milk and I had to top up. So the hospital recommended them because they're like teeny tiny, and obviously they're really expensive and not very eco-friendly because obviously you don't reuse them, they're one use. But for the amount that I use them, I just like to have one in my bag for emergencies. Like if she's really throwing down in the middle of a car journey and we can't stop or whatever, then it's just, obviously you can't breastfeed her in the car, but you can give her a bottle in her car seat. Or if we're out and about and just I can't breastfeed her basically, and this is just like a stopover until I can actually feed her myself. They don't get used that often, but it's always good to have them, I think. And then in the middle pouch again, it's another controversial one. I have 2 dummies. I didn't really want to give her dummies until she like specifically like wanted them, but actually she really likes them. And if she's a bit unsettled, especially because she tends to be quite a gassy baby on the bottom end, and she gets kind of tummy ache when she's going to the loo and things like that, and these help to kind of chill her out a bit. Like she likes sucking on them, and it just, yeah, it definitely soothes her. These ones are Events, and they are the little ones that come with the clip-on covers so that you don't have to put them in a box, which I think is really good. And yeah, so she's got 2 of those, and I like them because they're quite plain and like see-through and small. They don't have like lots of patterns on them and stuff. And then in the last pouch I have some spare breast pads because don't want leaky nipples. And then I also have some Lanolin 101 ointment, which is good for like dry patches or lip balm for me or nipple balm for me or whatever. It's basically lanolin in a tube, so it's good for me and the baby. And then I also keep a mini hand sanitizer if I'm like feeding her on the go, or if I've changed her and I can't wash my hands or whatever. Yeah, so I keep one of those in there. And then in the back section of this bag, it actually comes with a changing mat, which obviously I use when I change her. So yeah, that is it for what is in my changing bag. I also have these 2 pockets on the front, which, to be honest, There's train tickets in one of them. Oh, my house keys. I wondered where they went. So if I'm out and about, I'll usually keep my phone in one, and then like house keys or car keys or whatever in the other. And then what I like to do, instead of keeping it out on the buggy so you can like get my phone, I clip it like that way so that my phone is like, the buggy like hides that section so that I can just go in there and grab them. So yeah, that is my changing bag and what's in it. I hope you guys enjoy this video. I'm going to repack it up now because otherwise I've got stuff literally all over the room. If you guys want to see anything else baby related, or if you have any beauty video requests as well, let me know and I will try my best to film them for you guys. I'm getting really back into the swing of filming things this month, and I'm really enjoying it. So yeah, let me know what you guys would like to see in the future, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.